I want to give you an example of how we get God and time confused. Most of us know God is eternal. We would all agree with that. It's one of the five attributes that we give to deity: eternality, immutability, omnipotence, omnipresence, and omniscience. So he knows everything. He's never someplace. He's always present in everywhere we go, and he is all powerful in everything. Now, here's what we need to understand. We typically think he's eternal, but we also think that he is walking with us through time. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, it means this. We think that, well, my grandfather, God walked with my grandfather, and now he didn't walk with my father, and he passed away, and he's walking with me, and one day I'll pass away, and then he's walking with my grandchildren, and they'll pass away. God just kind of keeps on going through time. But that's not really how it works, because it defies deity if you think of it that way. Because here's what you're saying. God walked with my grandfather through time, and now he's in another day, and that means he's now someplace that he's never been. You can't be omnipresent if you walk into some place you've never been. Not only that, if God is walking with us through eternity, just as we're going along, then he walks into a new day. He learns something, because you can't walk into a day without learning something. Is the sun shining today, or is it going to rain? You learn something. So now that defies his omniscience. And so what we do is we gradually deteriorate God's deity without even knowing it. We're deteriorating him. What it really transpires is this. God is outside of time. Time exists within him. What I mean is this. God, outside of time, is here looking all the way through time, clear to the end of time. And he's even watching where you are. So he decided when he's going to put you here on earth. So let's say he put you here, right here, because this is how he's going to design you to have the greatest impact that you're ever going to have. You're designed for this particular hour. Well, God is also here at the end of time, looking all the way back in time at you, but he's also doing something else you may not know. He's looking at your great-great-grandchildren and what they're doing, all because you made a decision, and you know what? You won't make that decision for 2 more years. 2 more years. He's already watching this whole thing play itself out. We think of God so limited. We make God more human than he is. He is deity. We're human. He's God. We're not. One more thing. Take an example of the Mount of Transfiguration. On the Mount of Transfiguration, Jesus and God was present, the Father was present with the Son, and Elijah and Moses were there. So you have Jesus, Elijah, and Moses. You have the 3 disciples that were there, Peter, James, and John. Now, if God was progressively eternal, he's with Jesus, he would have had to say, excuse me, let me go back and pick up Moses and bring him here. In other words, he would have had to leave someplace to go someplace, and that would mean he is not always present, which defies the entirety of Scripture. God is always here. So, to sum it all up, God is outside of time. We are in him. We live and move and have our being in him. Acts chapter 17, verse 28. We live and move and have our being in him. So, we can have confidence then that God is never surprised by anything that goes on. He's just waiting for us to ask. God has already looked at the entire future of you and your bloodline. And God is with me right now, inside me, around me, and everything. And not only that, God is already in the future watching everything that's coming towards him, and a decision I'm going to make is going to change my bloodline, and my great-great-grandchildren are going to benefit from it. How great can you get beyond that?